honest, I'm in my kitchen and I'm doing some making, not baking, for you this weekend. I've got my Christmas hat on and my Christmas t-shirt on, so I'm rocking. Anyway, I'm making some banoffee balls and some peanut butter covered dates. Don't know what else to call them, that's what they are. So basically the ingredients I have are here. So I will just briefly talk you through that and then we'll get on with the making. So obviously with banoffee balls, we've got the digestive biscuits, we've got the chocolate to cover them in, we have a banana, we have a can of caramel stroke toffee and some dressing-y things here which I'll talk you through as we do it. For the date covered peanut butter, we have dates, peanut butter and some more dressing-y things here which I'll talk you through again in a bit. So I'm going to go and sit at the table and we'll catch up in a minute. Right, okay, I'm positioned at the table. I've bashed up quite a lot of the digestive biscuits already. There's a couple of different ways you can do that really. I'll just put the last one in to show you how I did the whole packet. Like this. Basically you can have a freezer bag, put them all in the freezer bag, and then get your rolling pin, roll over, bash over, whatever. I didn't have any freezer bags. Or you could put them in a tea towel, fold the tea towel over, bash them in the same way. I didn't really want to do that, I thought it would just make a big old mess. So basically I've done them two at a time in my mixing bowl with the end of the rolling pin. Didn't make so much mess and it didn't actually take that long. So that was showing you the action there. So yeah, so that's that. Just jiggle the bowl around, make sure there's no bits. All the bigger bits kind of come to the surface. You can give them a final little bash. So yeah, that's that, and that's your biscuit mixture. Next we've got to go in with the banana. Banana going into the mix. So that's there, just put that over there, you don't want to see that, do you? Right, and we sort of fork that down into the biscuit. I don't really know, I must say, the actual quantities. I don't know if it's a full packet of biscuits you should have used. I kept literally a couple back. Put in my little ramekin for just a little drizzling on the top of the melted chocolate that goes over these little bad boys. So anyway, I'm mixing all that up, as you can see, trying to get it as small as possible, and then obviously, you know, otherwise you'll just have a couple of biscuit balls and a couple of banoffee balls, so to speak. Anyway. So I think that's going in alright. Obviously now we've got to mix the toffee in as well. So I think once we do that, that will sort of mix the whole mixture together and bring it all together into a sticky little mess. So, tin of toffee. Just get that bit off there. I'm going to do it sort of a bit, not the whole tin, because I just don't want to overdo it, because I'm a little bit prone to cocking something up when it comes to being in the kitchen. I've got great intentions of making something really nice. I'll do a nice sponge cake. I think the last one I attempted was back in August for my youngest birthday cake, and I forgot to grease well, I greased but then didn't flour the tins and it wouldn't come out, so it was a bit of a disaster. I managed to get it out in about 5 pieces, gum it all together with icing and chocolate and all the rest of it. Looked right from the outside, not so good when you cut into it, so I'm a bit of a disaster. Or stick something in the oven and think, fine, tick, done that, you go off and do something else, like the hoovering, or watching the telly. And I forget all about it until I go, Ooh, I can smell cake burning. And then I have to chop a bit off the corner. You know what it's like. Well, you might not. I know what it's like. Anyway, I was a bit nervous about doing this because obviously I can only have one attempt. Because I haven't got a blue Peter magic, I'll make this earlier. I haven't got a second batch of ingredients. So hence why I'm just doing it in little stages, but it's binding together well. And as you saw, I just kept adding a little bit more. So I kind of think I probably don't need any more, because if you make it, I don't know, if you make it too sticky, will it be just a bit of a gloopy old mess? Maybe not, I don't know. I think I've got that about right, I would say. So now we have to roll them into sort of balls that then go onto the grease-proof paper, that then go into the freezer for about 15 minutes, I think, just to harden up. So I've already laid out a grease-proof tin. This is going to get messy, isn't it? I use the spoon. I think they need to be about that sort of size. See what I mean? Bit sort of Ferrero Rocher. Well, that's too big. Kind of size. Maybe the tiniest bit bigger. A bit bigger than a Lindor. Anyway, you get the drill, I think. So far, so good, peeps. There, look. You see what I'm doing? I'm going to carry on with this and all of that, and I'll show you when I'm finished. Okay, so that messy little job's been done. It actually made more than I thought it would. So that was a 400 gram packet of Digestive Biscuits, and well, I didn't use all the tin actually. It's a nearly 400 gram tin of the caramel, but I didn't use it all. I used probably 80% of it, I would say. That made 20 balls there, 25 here, but for some reason the last couple right in the bottom of the bowl just really wouldn't go into a little ball. So I don't know, 20 to 12, 24, 25 decent balls, I would say it made. So these are now going to go in the freezer for 15 minutes, and I'm going to melt the chocolate, which is already bubbling away on the hob. So I'll take you up there and show you what's going on up there. Okay, here we are at the stove. I've got both of the chocolates in here. I don't kind of want to over stir it, because I sort of want them to stay that marble effect of the mix of the two. So I'm not going to really whip them up. The majority of it's melted. I'm just going to chuck the last few bits in. Sorry about that. Yeah, and basically that's how you melt chocolate. I know some people whap it in the microwave, but I don't know. I always seem to like doing it this way. I can remember my mum doing it like this. And yeah, there's no harm in taking your time. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to over stir that. So I'm just going to let that melt and let the Banoffee balls, biscuit balls, freeze for a bit longer, and then we'll get it all out and coat them with that gorgeous looking chocolate. Okay, back out of the freezer and looking good. This chocolate smells gorgeous. Now I need to basically dip the balls in the chocolate, and what I'm going to do, I was going to then put them straight on the plate, but I think then it's just going to melt on the plate. So I'm going to put them in the chocolate, back in here, on here, and then maybe back in the fridge for a tiny spell, and then place them on their serving plates, I think. Okay, like I said, we only get one crack at this, you know. So I've got a kebab stick. Thought that was kind of the best way of picking up the biscuit. I might just make sure it's a bit more skewered. Dunking. God, this is a big one. Good job I got me little date steak. Oh, just make a big dribbly mess. Now, see, there. So look at all that chocolate. It's just going to be waste. Well, it's not going to be wasted because I'm just going to scoop it off there when it's done. Right, that's one. Let's try another one. Oh yeah, baby. That's quite good. And then you turn it over on the greaseproof, and then you get chocolate on the other side. It's not as easy as it looks, though, you know. So, let's grab another one. Ugh. Dunk. I'm sure there's a technique. I'm sure by the time I've done 20, I'll have it down. Exactly. That one's getting better, look. Just get a bit of that off. There, see? Give it a little spin. Right, pop it back on there. There. You getting the drill? I'm going to continue doing the rest of them. And when I'm done, I'm going to, I'll show you me decorating them before I put them back in the fridge, just for a few minutes before I serve them on their proper plates. So cool. Catch you in a minute. There. God, that was mammoth. Anyway, chocolate was nice. Right, so they're setting, so I'm just going to sprinkle some of the coconut on some of them. Yeah, just lightly. And some of the digestive biscuit, I saved a couple back right at the beginning. Just sprinkling them on the top. You kind of, I suppose, can sprinkle whatever you like, really. You got to kind of get in there quick before they set too much, which a couple of these already have right at the beginning. I'm putting some, two of these at the end. Look, aren't going to take any decoration, but that's fine. Doesn't matter, they actually taste pretty good. I only had one, and that was only because I was running out of chocolate and it just started to look a bit silly. So I put it out of its misery, as they say. So I'm going to put a little bit of coconut on a couple of those, a couple of almond flakes because that one's a bit gooier, and then some biscuit on these last couple. So there you have it. That's them finished. I'm going to just pop them in the fridge for a few minutes whilst I have a little tidy up, and then I'll set them on some plates for you to see. Okay, so plated some up. I just thought I'd show you the last few going on the plate. It did stick a little bit to this paper. The more chocolate they had on them, obviously they stuck. So to be fair, the little ones that didn't get totally submerged in the chocolate bowl, kind of a bit better. This one was really stuck. Ugh, but I got him. They do look a little bit blobby, some of them. But not bad, if I say so myself. Okay, so next up is the date and peanut butter treat. So I got my dates. Oops, there we go. And I got the little date staker, peanut butter. Now, I think the best way for me to get this, to do this, is sort of to get a dollop, a big dollop, on a spoon. Don't know if I'm going to need that. Fingers in, roll the date into the peanut butter as much as you can to coat it. Like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's not gonna be perfect because it's just a big sticky peanut butter mess, but that's what it is. And then stick it in your coconut, roll it around, And as you roll it, obviously you'll pick up coconut, so it'll sort of get a little bit less sticky and pliable for you to work with. There you go. I think that's pretty cool. I'm just going to position them around a plate because these have got to go in the fridge as well for a bit before eating them. I suppose that sort of sets all the ingredients a little bit, and otherwise it's just going to be big and sticky, which is all very nice if you like dates and peanut butter, isn't it? So, I'll do another one for you before I cut to the final showing. Just roll that around in some coconut. I suppose you could roll it around in some almond flakes as well, depending on what you like. I might do a couple of them and see what they're like. But there you go. Number 2. So yeah, I'm going to keep going with that sticky mess. I don't expect you want to see me do all of those, so I'll be back in a jiffy. There we go, guys. So I've done about 10 with the coconut on, and I did 2 in the middle there with the almond flakes. So they're going to go in the fridge now for about 10 minutes just to set, so they're not quite so gooey. Yeah, so then I'll bring them out and I'll dress them all and let you see what they look like when they're all finished. Okay guys, we're back and I'm showing you the final verdict. Okay, that's the little date and peanut butter, and that's the little beauties. Look at that. Right, I just thought I'd hold you at this angle, and I'm just going to drizzle. I'm just going to do these because again I don't want to mess this up, and I'm just going to drizzle a tiny bit of the toffee sauce. I'm going to swirl in this case, and I might just do a little zigzaggy thing. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to do. It's up to you if you want to do this or not. Put a little cross on. But yeah, I'm only going to do a few like that, I think, because it's going to be really rich. But I suppose the proof is really in the tasting. So, that's that. Now I'm going to turn you around to face me, and you can see me eat one. Haha. There we go, quick switch. Right, let's grab a mouthful. Proof is in the pudding, as they say. It really tastes. It really tastes the banana. I thought it was going to be a lot more toffee-y, but it's quite banana-y. Anyway, that's what it's about, isn't it? Banoffee balls. Anyway, that's my little cooking stroke of baking, not really cooking, freezing, baking video for you this week. So I hope you enjoyed it. I did, and I'll see you next week. Obviously, if you did, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I would really love that. And thank you all so very much for your support recently. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.